And we are back on the music podcast. We have Tom Squared this week, joined by the incredible Macy. We're going to get into all her music and what's coming up in a moment, but we start all of our quizzes with playing a bit of over and underrated. So I'm going to list some artists out, and the guys here are going to choose if they think they're overrated, if they're underrated, or maybe they're rated fine. We'll wait and see. So the first artist I'm going to throw their way is Milky Chance.
Under.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Okay, oh, we're agreeing so far. Duffy.
Under.
Overrated.
Underrated.
Good.
Oh,
Good. The Vamps.
Over.
Over.
yeah, over. Yeah, yeah.
Avril Lavigne.
Over.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
I'll go overrated. Overrated.
That's hard because I love it like old stuff. I don't know. Maybe underrated a bit. Well, yeah, overrated because I feel like she's quite overplayed. But yeah.
We're gonna go with Pitbull.
Huh?
Pitbull.
Oh, overrated.
I've
Did we?
seen you in some dodgy nightclubs singing that Fripp, so that's harsh coming from you.
Wait, I'll
I,
think anything, obviously.
I think we've had Pitbull already, and I'm pretty sure we both said underrated.
Yeah, it's changed. I've grown up.
And my last artist is gonna be Billie Eilish.
Rated just fine.
Yeah, I would say rated just fine. I think she's sick.
I would have said overrated, but I like the newest album, so
Yeah, I think back like, in like lockdown and stuff, it would have been a bit overrated. I think now, yeah, I agree.
so, so I'll go rated fine. Cancel each other out.
Fantastic. Right, we're going to get into today's pod. Obviously, Macy, you're our guest this week. Thank you so much for coming on. BBC Radio 1 have played your music. You've performed at the Principality Stadium, my favourite stadium, which I've taken both these boys to in Cardiff. My
I think we
first
just
question is, what
together.
an experience that was. What was that like?
It was just like a dream come true, really. It was crazy because, like, obviously, as an artist living in Wales, I go to a lot of like shows there. Like, if someone tours, I always go there. So I feel like I just grew up there. And then when I had the email through asking if I wanted to perform at the Principality Stadium, I was like, sorry, like what? It was just crazy. And then, yeah, like just the whole day was just, it still is a dream now. I look back at the videos and stuff, and I'm just like, that was just a crazy day. It was just amazing.
That's got to be, I mean, before you go on there, are you nervous? Are you excited? Is it a bit of both? How are you feeling?
To be honest, I think the night before I was nervous, but when I actually got there and I did my sound check and like it all started to feel real, I kind of just had like exciting like butterflies, if that's the word. And yeah, I think everyone was just so nice and like it was just so like just like yeah, it was just lush. So I think I was more excited than nervous.
So that's a great way to be. Obviously, BBC Radio 1 coming and playing your music. As an artist, is that something that maybe you aim for and as a goal, or is that something where maybe it's just validation? You go, okay, my music is really good because it's getting up to this level. How does it feel to have that?
Well, I feel like as an artist, my goal was just to get played on BBC Radio Wales because, I come from Wales and I thought like when my music got played in there, I was like, that's like such a massive deal. People around the area can hear my music. But then obviously then when Radio 1 was like, we want to play your music, I literally was just like, wow, like I literally cried in my bedroom. It was just such like a surreal moment. And I can remember it now. I was snowed in and I was really sad because like we couldn't go anywhere. And then all of a sudden I had the email through and I was like, what? Like crazy, happy snow day.
Absolutely buzzing with that. Now, I've been told that you are going to Canada next week and you have a brand new single out. So talk to me about that. How's that come about?
Yeah, so I'm playing for Montreal Festival next week. And basically, I don't know if you've heard of Focus Wales, you probably
Mhm.
took. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've done a lot of like performances with Focus Wales, and they've picked a few artists to travel up to Canada this year, and it's like under the scheme of music abroad, like Welsh music abroad. Um, and they just wanted to take pop out, and I was like, do you know what? Like that's just a massive deal because we'll go into that in a bit, but like, yeah, I feel like in Wales, pop sometimes is a bit, so when they said that, I was like, brilliant, like amazing. So yeah, I'm flying out next week with the band, and we're playing two shows. One showcase in the morning, and then the festival in the evening, which will be really fun. And then when we're out in Canada, I release this new single called "Too Sweet" on the Friday.
Amazing. Well, look at that. That's gonna be absolutely fantastic to hear and go through. You've obviously got the band behind you, which I think adds a lot to the performance. Westwell used to be in a band. He was a bass player. Fripp can play the keyboards. If you were looking for some extra band members, boys, how would you pitch yourself to Macy?
Don't do it.
Don't bother. Westwell, you must have some great performance videos of you in the past.
Yeah, most of the time I have my bass turned off because I hadn't learnt the parts. So.
Just pretending to play.
Oh yeah.
Right, we're going to move on to fan questions. The first question we've got on here is I'm really unhappy with last week, boys. There's no aura when Westwell's not on the pod. Do you have a statement for that, Westwell?
I was in traffic.
That was from James. James is
I want to
asking.
know what this. Everyone keeps talking about aura. What is that?
Well, a few people, a few of our
You've
fans
either
think
got it.
Yes.
Westwell's the.
I know what aura is, but everyone keeps saying like minus aura points and stuff.
Yeah,
I
you just
I
you just
wouldn't
lost
know what
one.
that. I wouldn't know what that is.
I've just got deducted 10,000.
Oh, fantastic. Right, we've got a question in here. This is from Daisy. Daisy has asked, who's the best singer, Josh, Tom, or Tom? It's got to be Fripp, you know. I hate to admit it.
And that is bad. You know, you
I
two.
hate to admit it. Wes, would you agree with that? I mean, you were singing
I'll
the
go
other
with that.
Family Do, so I did.
I was, yeah, but I wouldn't put myself up there as a great singer.
Neither did I, Westwell.
Maybe we'll give a song and Macy can
I'm
decide.
gonna
She's
say
like
I need to judge this. Yeah.
No,
deciding factor. We've got an amazing question. This might be one of my favorite questions we've had on the pod. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. This is from Sam. Sam says, what do Tom Squared consider normal in day-to-day behavior, but other people find weird?
Walking slow or scuffing your feet really pisses me off. Really does my head in.
things that we do that we think are normal, but other
Other
people
people
think are.
think weird.
I brush my teeth in the shower. I always get got a little hate for
Oh.
that.
Oh, I don't like that.
Do you always brush your teeth in the shower, or
Yeah, I've got my toothbrush and my toothpaste in the shower.
yeah? But what about if you don't have a shower but need to brush your teeth?
Well, I get out the shower, but
I didn't know if you just dug your head under it.
Yeah.
no, I don't. I don't have to be showering to brush my teeth, but
Oh, fair.
Tom Square does not do that.
I have one that me and Fripp do.
No, Robert, no,
I'm gonna say it.
no.
We
say it.
put beans on pizza. So we'll buy a pizza from the supermarket and
Mm.
put beans on it. I will
Probably-
warm up the beans before doing
I'm gonna
that.
leave it all right now.
Fripp puts them on cold. I mean, that's a new level of... Can you care to explain yourself, Fripp?
I like cold beans.
No, I hate even touching a cold bean like on the plate. Oh,
No, you got to eat it straight out the can. Oh,
oh. I'm a celeb kind of stuff.
Oh, Macy, do you any things that you consider normal that maybe Tom Squared find weird?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I can beat any of them. Um, Maybe like when I'm driving to work, I put the heating on full blast, but I still open the window
Ooh.
because I feel
No, I get that. I get that. Yeah, yeah.
like, I just feel trapped. I need the both. I need the both, the levels.
You want a little bit of fresh air, but you also don't want to get cold. I completely get that.
Exactly.
I think that's a bit strange. Well, there we go. We have a question come in, and they've said, Fripp, I'm in the talking stage with a girl I've fancied for ages.
why me?
You're kind of our dating guru on this show. I don't really know why.
I'm
But
not.
anyway, Fripp, I'm in the talking stages with a girl I've fancied for ages. I want to take her on a first date that's a bit different. You seem like the man to know. Where should we go? Look at the smile on his face. Look at the smile.
Well, what would you say is a bit different?
Um, Something a bit different. Museum. I think that's a techie one, that.
Boring.
So what would you do?
She doesn't like the. Well, actually, it's
Red
winter.
flag. She's gone.
You know, I've got an idea. Do you know the it's like it is a bar. It's called Alcatraz. It's like the prison bar.
Yeah.
Mm,
And it's different. I went last week and it's really, really fun.
I've seen that. That does look good, actually.
The best
Yeah.
thing you can not do is go for dinner. Like, just don't go for dinner. It's a
That's
waste
what you used to always do.
Yeah, and I made a mistake, Robert. Okay, many, many, many mistakes.
Can you answer the question?
I quite like going for a nice picnic.
Hmm.
Nick.
But it's cold now, though.
That's what I thought as well. Take her abroad.
The boat out.
Go on holiday.
Oh, no. Do you want to tell the listeners why you ended up taking me to Italy with you, to Milan? I'll let you say if you want to say it.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Rick may have been planning to take a girl who didn't end up going, so I was his first
It's our
reserve.
first date as well, wasn't it?
Come into a hotel with you and there's just love petals everywhere. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Let's move on with the pod. We'll go to Fripp next with his music news. What's been going on in the news, Fripp?
Well, that's a good question. So I was a bit rushed today, wasn't I? Wasn't I? I was. So Liverpool venue gets funded, £585,000. Pretty cool, isn't it?
What venue is that?
It's called Salt and Tar in Bootle.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty cool. Robbie Williams is performing at the Royal Crescent in Bath, which is apparently only a few concerts are hosted there. Pretty good. It was the MTV Awards. Don't ask me who won anything because I didn't click the link. And the Grammys are coming up. There's some big names going for those awards, as you can imagine.
If you can have a Grammy speech, Fripp, what would you say in it?
Probably thank you.
So you've won, you've got, best song of the year. You're just gonna go up and say thank you. That's it.
Well, I'd say thank you to the people that helped me, probably.
Oh, right. I was expecting you to do something rogue or something. I don't know. Classy guy.
Sabrina Carpenter is nominated for every single big award, and she's doing my edit, man.
I love Sabrina. What about?
She is everywhere.
She
Yes,
is
What? So why is it doing your head in though? That's brilliant marketing from her.
because just the stuff she says on stage. I just don't like that. I don't like that crude sense of humor. You know me, Robert. I'm very polite.
No, I mean, it's not at all.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Fair enough. Right, Westwell, we'll move on to your segment. It is, of course, the music quiz. It's going to be me versus Macy versus Fripp.
Yeah, a little bit of a head-to-head. Bear me a sec. This comes thanks to Greenwich University. I've stolen their quiz from their student union. So,
Can we just talk about Tom Westall's vibe at the moment?
what
You just
about
look.
my vibe?
No, you look like you're put together nicely. You do.
I put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah. What did you place a plant there?
The plant stays there. It's not a prop.
Yeah, but did you get it before the podcast or?
Yeah. It's normal house decoration.
Is it
It's
real?
a bit. Yeah. There's actually two there.
Mm.
It's a little bit less organized if you look around the room, but this little square works well.
Yeah. All right, crack on.
All right. Well, thanks. I'm gonna read out some lyrics, and you have to tell me. Do you want a point for the song and artist, or do you want a song or artist?
Oh, it's not finished the lyric then.
No, not finished the lyric. You got to tell me the song and artist.
Let's
You
do
do
point
two.
for song and artist. But Westwell, can you sing it? I think it'll really help.
I'm not singing it. I'm not singing because it'll be too much of a giveaway because you'll be able to get the rhythm. Is that what it's called? You ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to do buzzers or just call it out?
How many questions have you got?
Bear me a sec. 8.
Oh,
I think
wow.
shout out. I think shout out.
Shout it out. All right.
This ain't gonna work, but okay.
I'm so bad at quizzes.
I come home in the morning light. My mother says, "When are you going to live your life right?"
Yes. Girls just want to have fun.
Correct.
Ah,
By who?
Cyndi Lauper? No.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
oh, 2-0 lead.
I love that song. It's my karaoke one.
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you'll still be my star, baby. Because in the dark,
Oh, you have my
Rihanna.
yeah, Rihanna. But what? Umbrella.
correct. Who got in first with Rihanna there? Was that you? Was that you, Josh? Yeah, no worries.
It's only because Macy sang it and I recognise the tune.
Did it just come out? I was like, oh no.
I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly.
Fireflies by Owl City.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
very
that-
quick.
Right,
Come on, Fred.
like-
You're sleeping over there.
You can join in at any time, Fripp, honestly. Anytime. I make no promises. I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything.
Sam Smith. No?
Promises.
Yeah,
Oh,
Promises. Yeah,
well
yeah,
done, Fripp.
yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Point shared there. Tragedy. When the feeling's gone, you can't
Club
go
7.
on.
Tragedy.
It is tragedy.
Who sings
I don't even know who sings it.
S Club 7?
No, you're very close with S Club 7.
What's that weird steps?
Yes.
That's the one you get, Fred. That's the one.
Yeah.
Because this is a thriller.
Thriller, Michael Jackson. Is it?
Is it?
Yep.
really confident.
She's running away with it.
Yeah, but I don't like the way Wessel starts. It doesn't sound like he's actually starting. I thought he was just building up to a thrilling question.
Karma, 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 karma,
Uh,
karma chameleon.
Oh, I think you were saying Karma. I was saying Swift.
I'm trying to sing it along.
Culture Club. Culture Club.
It is Culture Club, yeah. The song is.
I'm a chameleon. No. Yes.
Oh my God.
I said it in the.
Yeah, no shit. Wessel.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Somebody. All Star
Yeah.
Correct.
by. Don't know.
By.
Oh, that's annoying.
Smash Mouth.
It is Smash Mouth. Correct. Well done.
Welcome back. Oh, is that it?
That's it. Yeah, yeah. I should have said that was the last question, but that was the last question.
That was double points, that one.
It still doesn't make a difference. Macy absolutely smashed you all. So. Well done.
Macy's the winner.
Thanks.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
A classic Westwell pod there. Right, we're going to move on to Music Marketer of the Week, an artist that I really like seeing. This week is Blossoms. So Blossoms have been on tour. They do one cover at least at all of their shows. They like having a bit of a sing along and tagging that artist afterwards. And they also use their own songs for themed campaigns. So on their latest album, Gary, they've got a song about kind of wearing nice clothes and whatnot. So for every single show they're doing quite a fun video with their song playing in the background of the band getting ready. And it's done really well, and it's one of their most streamed songs because of it. They've seen success in it, so they're starting doing different campaigns around other songs they do, which I think is really, really impressive, and the results they're getting. Now, we're going to move on to the part of the pod where the guys are going to go and listen to some music, and they're going to come back and give some feedback on that from our lovely listeners. Thank you for everyone that has kind of put in every single week. They're putting their songs in. I'm going to get the guys to get their Spotify's up and take a listen. So the first song they're going to listen to is by Phoenix Wild. And the song is called Human Connection. So the guys are going to mute themselves, they're going to go away and have a listen to that, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the song whilst they're doing it. So they've got that now. So, about the song, it's about our similarities as humans rather than our differences, the power we have when we come together and lift each other up. The song talks about Earth, how it lies below and all around us in the form of trees, grounding us to the present moment. I refer to this because I believe in connecting with the planet is essential for people and that we can wake up to what's happening to the world, look at our healing, our relationship with the planet. You know what? That's really, really lovely description in terms of like for me, it's so true. Like we forget all these crazy things that happens in modern day in the world. Actually, what actually really matters is grounding. It's the planet. It's the basic necessities, if you like, and being in touch with that thing makes us all a little bit happier at times. And maybe smelling the roses in our busy days is a good thing. Phoenix Wilds asked a question for us to talk about on the pod. They said, "What kind of things do management companies look for when working with an artist?" Now, there are some managers out there that will purely go on music quality. If they love your music enough and they believe in you and they see you work hard, they'll go for it. But they are a rare, rare breed. The majority of managers will look at how much money they can make. It is an industry, unfortunately, and they're thinking business, right? 1,000 engaged fans with what you do as an artist. If you can get those 1,000 fans spending £8.30 a month as a manager, it's 100 grand a year. The typical manager will take a 20% cut. So yeah, 100 grand, 20K paycheck. If you've got 1,000 really active, engaged fans, they know that they can do that if they do their job properly. That can be merch, gig tickets, subscriptions that sync, the list goes on and on. But that 1,000 fans is really important and really key. And what we're seeing a lot more of artists do is make a Discord platform or a loyal fan base and on close friends or a WhatsApp and really treating them really well. So that's something to think about as an artist. Well, I'm going to bring the team back. Macy and Tom Squared. What do we think of the song?
I really like that one.
Oh, good.
What do you picture when you hear it, Westwell?
I don't know, but I imagine that'll be like really good live, like at a big festival, early evening,
opening
dusk.
opening the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Florence and the Machine, but also
Okay.
Janis Joplin in a little way.
Kind of tribal as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
very tribal.
yeah.
Oh, that was good from you, Fripp.
He gives us a little nugget every so often, doesn't he, right? He
Yeah.
produces some magic.
Bit weird.
Brett Macy, what do we think? Is that something you'd add to your playlist?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, I think like a great opener, like, to like a set. And I love the description as well because I feel like it is really important to like the grounding and stuff. I do like a lot of yoga and things. So yeah, it is. It's good.
I
It's
love hearing a description of a song before then listening to it because I feel like I'm a very visual person. It definitely helps me seeing that kind of stuff, I have to say. Okay, amazing. We're going to go on to our second song. This is Lawrence JP and it is Walking, but we've got our bikes. I'm going to take the guys, give them a minute to go and take a listen to the song. And I will tell you all about it. So it's about reminiscing about adventures my brother and I had during lockdown, reverting back to what we did as children, this time in our early 20s, going on our bike rides, finding spots at the side of fields to hang out with the blazing sun. Particularly one occasion we decided to walk despite having our bikes to prolong the good time. That's a lovely, again, what is happening this week? An absolutely lovely description there before going on to the song. Lawrence JP has asked, genres and subgenres, is making more subgenres necessarily a good thing? That is a question I have not thought of. And there's a lot of cross genres and new genres coming up in specific areas. Realistically, is it going to change the world? Probably not. If there's new genres, subgenres, I feel like it's always going to evolve. Things are going to pop up and be new. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. And I think there's certain songs out there that it's very hard to categorize. I think there's some Billie Eilish songs where I wouldn't know what genre that is. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's a really positive thing that other artists, they're not going out to do that potentially, but it happens. And I think that's a really positive thing. And maybe not trying to be put in the box is a good thing as well. Maybe that's a bit outdated in the way the music industry is going, isn't something that we'll be thinking about in the future. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Right, I'm going to bring the guys back to tell me what they think. Tom Squared and Macy, what do we think?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I think it's really cool actually. It's got quite like it's quite different. I think
Hmm.
it's got quite a different sound to it. It's given like what's the band? I'm trying to think. It reminded me of something. Um I can't think now, but yeah, no, I did enjoy it. It was quite like, it was I don't know if you can see like I felt like I was like walking, like I could like be walking to it and like chilling.
I like that description. It's giving. Westwell, what is this song giving?
It was very fun and playful, I've written down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Fred, what do you picture with that song?
Yeah, it's a very happy song, and he switches it up really nicely as well. But I quite like the fact he doesn't sound like he cares too much about. It's not forced at
Mm.
all. It's just a
This is
really.
a running theme with you two, isn't it? Like, do you like the laid back kind of
I like the
approach of things?
nonchalant.
Mm.
What are you going to
Like
say?
bands doing comebacks, Macy, they get really funny about that. They think it's like they think they're doing too much. I find it I don't like that. Right, we're going to move on to our last band while the boys have a laughing fit. This is Henry Bands with I'm Back. They're going to have a few minutes to go away and listen, and I will talk through the description. So, Henry has said in the description, it's me being back and it's lit. And that is probably the shortest song description we have had on this show. And I absolutely rate it. I absolutely love that. And the question that he's asked us to talk about on the pod is, how can I find the contact information of labels like Universal and Sony? I have the best trick for this. Make a LinkedIn account, post on LinkedIn, make it look fantastic, and go and look at Universal, look at Sony, the department you want, click on people, add them all, send them a lovely message. Think about it. The decision makers are on that platform. It's an amazing place to go in and basically talk to them. What's the worst that can happen? They're going to say no. That's the worst thing that's going to happen. So absolutely, you should go for it and make the most of it with LinkedIn. It's done incredibly well for me. But you need to think value led as well. Don't. I think a lot of people go in with take what they want. Go in and add value for that person. See if there's something you can do for them. I love it when people introduce me to other people like who would be kind of helpful for me or add value to me when they go, hi Josh, here's an intro to this person. And then they ask for something, I'm much more inclined to give it. And I think a lot of IS being creative people maybe don't think about that. So that's a really nice one to think about. Right, let me bring the guys back. I'm going to bring in Tom Squared and Macy. Guys, what do we think of our final song today?
Mate, if it was shit, I'd like it anyway. 'Cause look how cool that little avatar is.
I was gonna say the artwork is so good. That was my first thing I was gonna say. It's really cool.
It
We're
loves
liking the
that.
artwork. Westwell, what are we liking about the sound?
I like the flow. I think is probably the right word to describe it. Reminded me of Pop Smoke, like Shake the Room.
Yeah,
Very similar sort of cadence.
yeah.
I love that. That's quite important to think about. Macy, and
It
one of
is.
the questions that the IS have asked here during their upload was talking about genres and subgenres. When you're making music, is it something you think about at all, or you're just making what feels good to you?
Yeah, so I think being a pop artist, I kind of just make the music I want to make, I guess. If like, I think you've just gotta I suppose it depends who you work with as well. Because obviously if you're co-writing with someone and the vibes are good and the song is good, I just feel like you can release what you want to release. And like, I'm still trying to find my sound, but I don't think there'll ever truly be like a Macy sound. I think I just explore and just, go from there. So yeah, I think that you don't have to be too precious. I think if it's the music you want to be making and it makes you happy and people are feedbacking and it's good, I think go for it.
In terms of when like you're making a song, would you ever think about where people would listen to it? Or, we've mentioned on the podcast today, oh, I feel like I'd be here, I feel like I'd be there. Are you ever thinking about that when you're making a song?
Yeah, so it's actually really funny because me and my co-writer Owen, we actually sometimes put like walking through New York or like walking into a club or on YouTube. So like if we're writing something, we kind of try and get some inspiration from that and like imagine the listener kind of listening. So that way, especially when the song is finished as well. I think it's a really cool way to, just see if it works.
No, it's really interesting to hear that from a musician's perspective that you are thinking about that, and that's something that subconsciously might be heard in the music. That's absolutely brilliant. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on today. We really appreciate it. Everyone at home, go and check out MACY. New single coming out. It will not disappoint. MACY is a phenomenal artist, and doing Wales proud. MACY, thank you so much for coming on today. Boys, what do we say?
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
For having me, guys. It's been so fun.